Dorset, get the mic to you there.
Hi Thomas, nice to see you. Very simple one to start really. What's your thinking going into this game in terms of personnel and tactics?
We anticipate a match where we are huge favorites. We accept the role and we want to live up to that role. So we anticipate a match where we have the majority of the ball. We expect a lot of ball possession. We expect to have the ball and we want to put the ball into your opponent's half and from there find solutions to enter the opponent's box, and the focus will be on the attacking patterns, on our hunger for and the reaction after ball losses for the counter pressing. These two will be the main topics for tomorrow, and this will then guide and demand the tactics. But these are basically the headlines. We want to be fully committed to a World Cup qualifier. It is what it is, and it's not less. We are huge favorites. It feels like we have to fulfill our own expectations, and that's what we're here for.
Hola, bona tarda, Thomas. La primera pregunta és bastant simple. Què has pensat per les persones i la tàctica? I la resposta va ser: nosaltres estem anticipant ja de que tenim el rol de favorits i això ho acceptem. Està clar que som els favorits. Què volem fer? Volem tenir la pilota, tenir la possessió, portar-la fins a la seva àrea, després buscar els espais necessaris per als nostres atacs. Això és el nostre enfoc, és el que hem de fer, els atacs, i després tenir en compte el contraatac i la contrapressió que podem fer també. Això és la tàctica, això és bàsicament el que tenim que fer, i insisto un cop més de que nosaltres som molt favorits i això vol dir que hem de complir també amb aquest rol que tenim.
I wanted to ask you about your role, really, I suppose, because you kind of stepped away from club management to take on this huge job. And this afternoon we've seen Ange Postecoglou sacked as Tottenham manager, despite the fact that he won a European trophy. What does that say about how brutal your job can be, your role?
How brutal it can be.
What does that say about how brutal it can be?
Well, that's the job, basically.
Does anything like today surprise you?
Sorry?
Does anything like Ange losing his job surprise you anymore?
No, I feel for every manager, and I have huge sympathy for every manager, especially in these moments, because I feel for them, because I was in the same spot, and it feels horrible if you're in that spot. It just shows you that it is about, it is not only obviously about titles. It is, you can, let's say, survive seasons without titles if your connection, the support, the belief and the trust between the coach and the club officials is strong. Then you can overcome seasons without titles. It happens. If there is slight disbelief, if there are concerns, if the trust is not there anymore, obviously, then it is sometimes not even enough to win a trophy after so many years. I mean, I have biggest respect for him. He's a huge character. He brought the trophy. He said he will deliver the trophy in the second year. He did. But this is part of the job. We are responsible for the results, and we are responsible for the development of the team. So if we like it or not, we don't like it, of course, but sometimes it is us who take then the full responsibility for a development that is maybe not on the highest potential.
Volia saber una miqueta el teu rol, no? La teva feina, perquè has passat de ser un entrenador d'un club ara a la feina de ser l'entrenador de la selecció absoluta. I, a més, amb la idea de que és possible i que és important de guanyar un trofeu europeu. Fins a quin punt és un rol brutal, no? Brutal, que és molt gran. I la contestació va ser: és la meva feina i és la feina que s'ha de fer, perquè també s'ha preguntat que ara ha hagut també un entrenador que ja ha tingut de sortir i ja no podia seguir. I la contestació, és la feina, és la nostra feina, jo tinc un gran respecte per l'entrenador, que jo també he estat en aquella situació, és una situació sempre molt difícil, és terrible, perquè no només és tenir títols, no? És també tenir com una connexió i el suport. Si hi ha una connexió i suport entre el club i els oficials, inclús és possible sense títols, però si no hi ha confiança ni tan sols amb els títols pots seguir, no? A vegades passa inclús. Ell havia dit que el segon any vindria amb un títol i ho va fer. I al final nosaltres hem d'acceptar que som els responsables, ens agradi o no.
Alex Hell.
Hi, Thomas. You've just listed why you're going to be favourites tomorrow, but do you have any tips and tricks about how you lift players in these games? Because sometimes this type of match can be difficult for them to get going.
Yeah, it will be on us to get going. I think it is on us to keep the tempo high. It is on us to bring the energy to the pitch. It is on us to bring the attacking energy to the pitch and to do this in a relentless way. I can fully understand that this is not the easiest time of the season for international break. The players come from a short break of holiday. The players come from a long and tiring season. And then accepting again the role to be responsible for the major of the game can be demanding, but at the same time, it's just what I feel from the group is exactly that they are happy to be here, happy to show. We're quite new together. It's our second camp, and I have trust and belief that we will do what is necessary to get the result that we want. We want a win. We want a clear and solid win that is never in danger. This is what we expect from us tomorrow.
Com ja hem dit, sou favorits. Tens consells o trucs per demà? I la resposta, doncs tot depèn de nosaltres mateixos, de l'energia que li volem donar, tenir una velocitat alta, mantenir el partit en baix control, el nostre control, sense pausa, fer-ho com nosaltres ho sabem fer. No és un moment tampoc molt fàcil en la temporada, molts jugadors han tingut unes vacances relativament curts i la temporada ha estat molt llarga i ara han de tenir en compte que són responsables del partit, és un partit exigent, aquests partits tampoc són fàcils, però nosaltres estem motivats, estem contents, és veritat que no portem molt de temps junts, però això és igual, farem el que calgui i el que nosaltres volem és guanyar, és el que intentarem fer demà.
It's also important not to over-expect from us, not to over-expect in terms of that we expect already like clear result, biggest chances, goals already after 10, 20 minutes and get impatient and get frustrated with ourselves. I think it's a test to our patience. Andorra played against Spain and it was 1-0 at halftime with a set piece. So yeah, this is on this kind of level. It's a World Cup qualifier. You respect your opponent, you respect the quality, the defensive organization of your opponent. Then you understand how difficult it is to break down. We expect a 5-4-1 formation, which will be like 22, 25 meters in front of the goal, and put this into consideration. Get the energy right, get the details right, and get the energy level right in order to not be frustrated too soon. And have the expectations right, what we demand of ourselves. And I hope that we are clear enough to the players what we demand in detail, and then go along the details, and the result will hopefully follow.
Bueno, i a més no s'ha de esperar massa, no? De que en 10-20 minuts ja tinguem molts gols, perquè això és una frustració. Hem de tenir paciència. Si us en recordeu, Andorra-Espanya va ser 1-0 a mitja part quasi, així que hem de tenir en compte que això són qualificatoris, que hem de tenir el respecte al rival, sempre el respecte, serà potser un 4-1, això vol dir 22-25 metres molt a prop de la porteria, i nosaltres hem de tenir l'energia, els detalls, per no frustrar-nos i fer el que calgui. I penso que he deixat ben clar a tots els jugadors el que han de fer.
A training camp in the sun, has that allowed you to think about what a World Cup could be like with these players?
Yeah, a little bit, but the World Cup will hopefully last very much longer. But the June camp, I think, is a very particular camp that It's very demanding for the clubs to send the players on holiday and then know that your players go to national team. It's demanding for the national teams because the players come from holiday and will go to a Club World Cup. So it's a demanding time, and for that it was a good opportunity to change the environment, have the chance to be together here in Spain, enjoy the sun, and feel the group in a new environment, have good training facilities, and that helped us to grow into the right mood to be ready for tomorrow. So it was a good camp. We enjoyed it. We worked hard in the sun, in the heat, which comes naturally. I think in the US it will be even hotter and more humid, but it was a good taste of it.
I els entrenaments al sol van ser positius perquè és una preparació per la Copa del Món, que serà també molt calorós el temps en aquell moment, i la resposta, doncs sí, és veritat, el camp era necessari perquè venim d'una temporada molt llarga, era una bona oportunitat perquè, encara que sigui difícil, no?, de fer totes aquestes coses després de tota la temporada passar a ser un jugador de la selecció absoluta, però va ser una molt bona oportunitat, aquest canvi de disfrutar també del sol d'Espanya, molt bones instal·lacions per a l'entrenament, i així que la conclusió, el camp molt bé, als Estats Units serà molt humit, molta calor, així que era important preparar-nos per demà i per la Copa del Món.
Okay, we've got 3 more lined up. Henry, Sam, and then we'll finish with the host at the back.
Thomas, hi. Good luck tomorrow night. When you see a game last night like Spain against France, which was a bit of a spectacular, do you feel under any pressure or responsibility to entertain, or is it simply about winning?
I think it's hard. It's hard to compare a Nations League semi-final between Spain and France to our match tomorrow. But I personally feel always the responsibility to entertain. We always look to win. We always look to entertain and win and entertain at the same time. It was a spectacle yesterday. It was very offensive. It was like dominated by offensive quality of both teams. This is, I think, at the moment, one of the highest levels in Europe. And it would be not fair to us, and what I said, I think it would just be not fair if we expect now tomorrow the same kind of game. A game lives from what the opponent offers you, asks a question, demands from you, and I think it will be very, very different setting. We will be very offensive tomorrow. With the mindset will be offensive, and the mindset will be, like I said, how often do we make it to break the deep line down? How often can we reach the opponent's box? How often do we reach the opponent's box in spaces that we consider dangerous? How big is our hunger in counter-pressing? How big is our hunger in the reaction of ball losses? And how big is our hunger to score and create goal-scoring opportunities? These are the headlines for tomorrow, and then hopefully we catch a flow and can deliver what we demand of ourselves. Yesterday was a crazy result in a high-level game of two fantastic teams.
La pregunta és, ahir teníem un espectacle entre Espanya i França. No sents una miqueta també la responsabilitat de fer lo mateix, d'una comparació? I la resposta, sempre és molt difícil comparar. Ahir era una Nations League semifinals, ara semifinals entre Espanya i França. Jo sé que això és un espectacle, jo sempre, o nosaltres sempre volem fer també un espectacle que agradi a la gent, no? Als nostres fans, als nostres seguidors, però és veritat que ahir va ser una dominació també d'un bon joc espectacular, el més alt nivell, i no seria just esperar exactament el mateix joc demà, perquè és un entorn completament diferent, però nosaltres serem ofensius, és l'atac el que hem preparat, és el que tenim en ment, i tot dependrà una miqueta de quantes vegades podem passar la barrera, quants espais, quantes vegades podem arribar fins a l'àrea del contrari, i quanta fam o de ganes tenim d'agafar la pilota, tenir la pilota, de marcar, i d'agafar aquest flux i arribar al que volem, al que ens hem demanat nosaltres mateixos. Però clar, ahir va ser un partit espectacular, això és veritat.
Thomas, it is a unique game tomorrow. When picking the team, how do you balance that need to find those incisive attacking movements and auditioning some of the players that you haven't yet seen?
How do we say again?
How do you balance trying to find those connections that make the incisive attacking movements that you're talking about and still managing to look at some of the players that you brought into the camp?
Well, first of all, it's a World Cup qualifier, and we will not devalue the World Cup qualifier just because we are on the paper huge favorites into a exhibition game where we have a look at things and try things. It will be a very serious approach tomorrow because, first of all, like I said, Spain was up 1-0 at half-time, the same Spain that presented a spectacle yesterday. So first of all, I think it's about being serious, being professional, and being determined, and showing it also in the lineup. It will be an offensive lineup, I guess, and it will be an attacking lineup, and it will give us the opportunity to perform and put the game where we want to have the game, and get the result that we want to have. And then we will see. But my thoughts are not so much whom can we see and what do we try. It's more like about the game plan since 2 days and who trains well, who feels well, who has the connections, who showed up in a good rhythm and after a long season and putting players together from which we feel they have a connection, and then they can show, and from there we go, and then we take in-game decisions that are necessary according to the flow of the game, according to the result, and then we take the decisions in the friendly match, step by step.
És difícil, i la pregunta és difícil trobar aquest equilibri entre aquest joc d'atac que vols fer, i has explicat l'estratègia, i els jugadors, quins jugadors posar, els jugadors del camp o uns altres, i la resposta. Tenim el respecte a aquest partit perquè és una qualificació. Això no vol dir que no sigui important. És molt important i volem intentar moltes coses. Ens ho prenem molt seriosament. I us vol recordar un altre cop, Espanya 1-0, mitja part, és la mateixa Espanya que ahir va ser tan espectacular. Ens ho prenem molt seriosament, molt professionalment i molt determinats. L'alineació serà ofensiva, serà d'atac, i posar una persona o una altra persona. El qui no és tan important, és arribar fins al resultat que nosaltres volem aconseguir. I la persona, doncs, és més el joc que hem estat preparant aquests últims 2 dies, qui ho fa bé, quines persones podem juntar i que tinguin una connexió, això és molt més important. I després ja és el que he explicat abans, el flux del partit, aconseguir les coses que hem preparat.
Okay, last one.
Jo només demanar-li, good evening, analitzant Andorra, què és el que li ha sorprès que Andorra faci especialment bé sent un equip petit, i ara que és seleccionador, quina opinió li mereix el Koldo, que fa 15 anys que està al capdavant de la selecció amb més de 100 partits. Gràcies.
Good evening. And after analyzing Andorra, what has surprised you most? Because we are talking about more modest or smaller team. What do they well, in your opinion? And then a second question, your opinion about Koldo, who is the trainer for more than 15 years, more than 100 matches in this case.
Nice. I mean, it's a nice story to be that long and to be that long in responsibility for a country and to form and shape the culture and the team of a country is amazing. So I'm happy to meet him tomorrow, play against him tomorrow. It's a unique match. We are not surprised, but we can clearly see the formation against Tier 1 teams. It's normally a 5-4-1 formation. It's well drilled, it's well organized, and it needs. They don't allow a huge amount of big chances normally. So We need a mix. We need a mix between being patient and at the same time speed the game up, bring the speed to the game, and try to never lose the focus what we want, reaching the opponent's box and being dangerous. But yeah, we see the structure, we see the clear pattern, we see that they try to play even a high pressing when the opponents have goal kick. So we see all these patterns and we are prepared for them.
Doncs bé, em sembla que tants anys de responsable d'una selecció, d'un país on pots configurar la cultura, un equip, això em sembla molt bé i molt bonic i m'agradarà molt conèixer el Koldo demà. Si ja parlem de com juguen, la formació, que estan molt bé organitzats, molt ben preparats, és una estructura normalment de 5-4-1, no deixen moltes oportunitats pel rival d'arribar, però nosaltres hem de trobar aquesta combinació entre paciència i velocitat i llavors arribar fins a l'àrea del rival i allà intentar fer mal. És veritat que ells tenen com una estructura, com he dit, un patró i també són capaços de fer una alta pressió i tenen un bon xut, així que és el que esperem.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll have Reece James shortly.
You're welcome.